Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So Queen Representative Jasmine Crockett went on to the Breakfast Club on yesterday for a real quick interview. And during that interview, she had a few things to say about Byron Donalds. Let's take a listen, shall we?
When you look at the fact that this president has been on the picket lines and making sure that those in Detroit and any other place where they are manufacturing cars, and he is fighting with them to make sure that they get higher wages. When you look at the fact that, my granny, she has sugar diabetes, as they used to call it, right? Making sure that people can actually afford their life-saving medications. I can tell you that not everything in this world has been fixed, but I can tell you that there's one team that is fighting every single day to make this world better. And there's another team that literally wants to delete our humanity and look at us and act as if we are not. My governor pardoned a police officer who was convicted by a jury of his peers for literally killing a Black Lives Matter activist.
Say his name, Governor Greg Abbott.
Governor Greg Abbott. And here's the problem. That happened maybe 2 weeks after the whole dog situation with Kristi Noem. Now, the whole country went crazy about her killing her dog. I keep trying to remind people that this country still values the life of a dog over our lives. And if we continue to put people into office, and that even means some of our skinfolk who definitely are not our kinfolk, such as Byron Donalds, who are going to continue to say that, the fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow, is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you. I'm not really sure, what it is.
Well,
but
I need to be married to a white woman under Jim
Crow. Correct. And it took Joy to call him out.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you saying? He just out here, I feel like they give him his talking points and he's like, yes, massa, I got it.
Ooh.
And it's not enough. So neither party is perfect. I will agree with that. So people that take issue with both parties, right. I completely understand. There is no perfection that actually resides on this earth, but there is a party that at least is striving for a more perfect union, and that's the Democrats.
Well, Jasmine, gotta go. I know. People like you give me hope in the future of the Democratic Party. What's the website for the bleach blonde
butch body t-shirts? Clapbackcollection.com. Yes, the
Clapbackcollection.com.
That's right. Get your shirt.
Now, to be clear, Byron Donalds is making the media rounds on all of the black programming that he can get onto. He's been on Abby Phillips. He's been on Joy Reid. He's been on Reverend Al Sharpton. One black news media outlet that he has not been on would be Roland Martin. I wonder why that is. I think us black people know why that is, but yeah, I see you, Byron Donalds. You went on to Abby Phillips and you tried to overtalk her. You went over to Joyanne Reid and you tried to overtalk her. You went on to Reverend Al Sharpton and you tried to overtalk him, but he's been in this game far too long and he got your ass two together, as did Abby Phillips and Joyanne Reid. And I know one person that you will not overtalk and you will not disrespect or try to disrespect. And that is the Roland Martin. You can't even think that you're going to overtalk him and be disrespectful towards him. You can't even think it because he gonna stop that shit before it makes it out of your mouth. Anywho, he's been on all of these different black programming news media outlets, right? And everything that he said on each one of those news outlets was, I did not say that black people were doing better under Jim Crow. That's not what I said. People are gaslighting. People are taking my comments out of context. People are spinning my words. People are flat out lying. The Democrats are using this as a political talking point. See, the MAGA nuts may listen to that and side with Byron Donalds, but the rest of us who understand that words can lead to an insinuation of something without specifically coming out and saying that something, What Byron Donalds did was Byron Donalds insinuated that because the black family was stronger and the black marriage was stronger under Jim Crow, black people were better off. It was the insinuation. And I also need Byron Donalds to learn intent versus impact. You see, the message that Byron Donalds intended to deliver with his words, once it hit us, the impact was totally different. And that's because he was being disingenuous with the intent of his message. Yeah, he likes to tell us that he is one of the greatest communicators in Congress. Bitch, where? Shout out to Jasmine Crockett for figuring out a way in order to make money off of her 6Bs. Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. Because somebody mentioned down in my comments that she should sell T-shirts or put it on a mug or something like that. And I was like, she can't do that in Congress. But what she did was, I guess she partnered with a T-shirt making company, right? And she's selling these T-shirts, but it turns into a donation to her campaign. So she's not personally profiting off of selling these T-shirts, but her campaign funds will increase. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett, because you know I got me a T-shirt. I can't wait to get it. And I put a little extra on that donation as well. Go ahead, Jasmine. We need to have more representatives calling out these MAGA nuts, to allow them to have free reign to do the harassment and bullying and all of the chaos without facing repercussions. That shit needs to stop.